Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Doing a quick stream just to share something that's kind of interesting right now. This 10X or 10 Fitness is actually open today, despite quarantine and lockdown issues and Lackawanna County being under a red state right now, a red section. They are open for business. Wondering if it's like this in other areas or if it's just in this location, but wanted to hear your thoughts on it and what you think about a fitness center being open right now despite what's going on. This is 10 Fitness or 10X Fitness at the Taylor Commons. And despite governor orders, the governor of Pennsylvania, we are under a essential only business to be open until at least June 4th. And inside they are saying it's optional to wear a mask and it's optional to come in there, and they're not charging any admission. It's free to work out. But as far as my understanding, I'm not sure they're allowed to be open. I'm not here to say that they should or shouldn't be. I'm just giving an update as to what they announced yesterday on Facebook, and they are indeed open for business as a fitness center. And just not sure how they're allowed to do it without getting in trouble. I do know the news station was here recently doing a story on it, so do you think it's a good idea for a fitness center to be open? Or do you think they should be complying with the rules and regulations of every other business out there? I personally wouldn't go in, despite it being free admission. You still are having groups of people in an enclosed area touching equipment. That's the whole reason of going to a fitness center, is to use equipment. And despite, sanitary measures, there's people not wearing masks. Obviously, it's hard to work out wearing a mask. I'm just surprised you're able to open for business. Surprised they actually haven't been shut down. Now, in the Scranton area, there's at least a half a dozen gyms and fitness centers, all of which are closed as far as my understanding. But they are indeed open here today. People coming and going. So, supermarkets, it's tough to say, but supermarkets, there's people, you're only touching your cart and the items that you're buying, and they're sanitizing the carts. You're wearing a mask in there. Here, people are sweating and, touching equipment. I personally think it's a decent idea to be open, because people do need a way to, relieve stress and to still continue to work out. So I'm not saying they're bad for being open. I'm just surprised that they're able to be open. So I'm not here to bash the business. I'm just curious as to how they're able to open today, despite governor issues that we are under a lockdown until June 4th for essential businesses only. Like I said, the news station was here. It's being covered on Facebook and locally. There's a lot of good and bad comments on their Facebook page, which is understandable. A lot of people supporting it, a lot of people bashing it. I'm here as a neutral party just to give my opinion on it as to whether they're going to have any negative repercussions for being open. I don't know how many people are inside. I didn't go in, obviously. I just came from Walmart. Obviously, I did have to wear a mask there, but I remember that they were open today. And I've been sitting in the parking lot for about 5 minutes, and I've seen about maybe 5 to 10 people come and go so far. I do see people in there. I just don't know how many people are in there. But they did say masks are optional. So, I'm just not sure if other businesses are going to try to follow suit, if they're able to bend the rules and say, oh, it's for therapy or fitness or for mental health, I'm not sure which route they're going to take. Now, me personally, I don't go to gyms anymore. I used to be big into fitness and weightlifting and stuff like that. Obviously, with having Lily and adult responsibilities, I kind of just fell out of it. But I do understand, the positive, aspects out of working out. You know, it does help your mental health. Obviously, it's good physical health, but, you know, is it the right time to say, okay, we're going to say whatever the governor says, we're going to do what we want, you know? So I do personally think it's a good idea that they're open, because people do need an escape and a way to relieve that stress and frustration, but, you know, at what cost though, you know? Because right now at this, it's like a strip mall here, the only businesses open is Dollar Tree, Tractor Supply, Subway, which is food, a laundromat, and I think Walmart. Everything else is closed. But I'm going to try to keep up to any aftermath as to what happens from today. I think today is just a one-off thing. I don't think they're going to be opening, you know, long term for right now. I think it's just a one-day thing, but that may change. But anything that does happen, good or bad, I will try to give an update, whether I find out about it on Facebook or on the news or whatever else. But I just wanted to share it with you guys in case you're wondering, you know, what's going on in different parts of the world or right here in Pennsylvania, that despite governor orders, a fitness center is open and not charging admission. Anyone can walk in there and work out today. So let me ask you guys, those of you who are watching right now, if you were located near a fitness center like this one, and they were open right now, free admission, despite what's going on in the world, would you go and work out and take advantage of it? Or would you stay away and say it's not worth the risk? Just curious as to what you guys would do or think. Mike, that's what shavers are for. Throw on a number 2 clip and just shave it off. So most of you are saying not worth the risk, you wouldn't go in. I think if we were not under lockdown anymore, like, you know, the state right now is under, I forget the proper name, the proper terminology, but it's under like a yellow and red status. And this is in Lackawanna County, which is under a red status still, which is the highest level. So just from what they've been talking about on the news and on the radio, I didn't think places like this were allowed to open, because we talked about recently of a woman trying to open her hair salon to get appointments to get money to feed her kids, and she was hauled off to jail for that and fined $7,000, which I think it got rectified later on. But still, if a hair salon taking in one client at a time isn't allowed to be open, how can a fitness center be open? I just truly wish this would end already, you know. I've shared my thoughts publicly about masks. I don't think we should be obligated to wear masks. And from my understanding, it's not a law that you have to wear a mask to go into business. It's just they are kind of regulating it, saying, oh, it's mandatory, but it's not a law. They can't force you to wear a mask, but they can deny you entry, though, for not wearing one. But like I said time and time again, masks are going to do more harm than good. You're going to end up opening yourself up to more sicknesses and illnesses well after this whole COVID-19 thing is over. It should be all about personal choice. If you're sick, stay home. If you're susceptible to things, stay home. If you're healthy, go out and do what you want. Here we got someone going to be going in to take advantage of the open gym. Yeah, Lydia, very good point. You may not have any symptoms, may be a carrier, and everything that you touch could be spreading it. One coming in, one going out. And, you know, I did a little bit of research on it, only based on what they shared publicly. They're not keeping any type of measures as to how many people could be in there. They're saying open to the public, just use, you know, common sense, try to distance yourself from others. The one thing they did say, though, is that some of their things are not open, like the sauna obviously, which is a really small enclosed space. So it's not open 100%, but mainly the main gym floor is open. Treadmills, free weights, stuff like that. But any saunas or steam rooms, or I don't think they have a pool, but anything that's really enclosed is not open to the public. Just the main open weight room and treadmill area. So I'm kind of curious, you know. There's a lot of people supporting them. I do think it's a good idea, but I do think they're going to have negative repercussions. But on the bright side, you know, they are open for free. So even if you don't belong here, you can belong to any gym anywhere and come down here. Now, they do have other locations. 10X Fitness, I believe, is in Mountaintop, I believe, too. They're not open right now. As far as I know, it's only this location here in Taylor. But definitely interesting. Caught my attention. I thought it was a joke at first, you know, when I saw it on the Facebook. Hey, we're open tomorrow. Come work out. And everybody that's walking in and out, no masks. And they did say it was optional, so I couldn't imagine working out with a mask. I can't even walk around in the store with the mask on top being irritated. People always wipe things down, but I mean, they're not really being sanitized. You're just basically wiping the sweat away. And like people said, you could be a carrier and not know it. Now, I'm not saying you should live your life in fear, but you also have to have common sense, though, and, you know what is a good decision and what is not. Obviously, if someone's sick, they shouldn't go in there. Someone like myself or Mike or whoever who's healthy, you know, should be able to if we want. My choice wasn't just because you don't know what other people have. But I do agree that, you know, supermarkets are more dangerous for catching stuff, but you are kind of distanced from people. They are keeping regular account on how many people are allowed in the stores, and you're only touching, you know, the shopping cart, which is sanitized, and you're touching whatever goods you buy off the shelf, which there's still risk there, but that's not like, you know, laying down on a piece of equipment, carrying dumbbells, you know, laying on a flat bench where dozens upon dozens of people are using the same equipment. So I definitely will try to keep up with any updates. But there are other ways to exercise, though. You know, there's a lot of people who could exercise at home or out at a park. You know, you could use gallons of water as dumbbells. You know, you could get, you know, creative and do it safely. Now, if you're a bodybuilder, that's a whole nother story, but just to kind of keep the blood flowing and stuff like that, you know. But with the news covering it today, I do think it's going to get some more attention. Fox 56 News was here just prior to me going live. So if you guys are local, you could check their website or check the news later and see what they said about it. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick live stream just to share this with you. I'm not going to stay on here much longer. I just want to give my take on it, see your opinion on it, and find out if indeed other states or other parts of Pennsylvania, if non-essential businesses are opening or not. You know, I'm curious, you know, or is there a loophole somewhere that we don't know about, you know? Exercise is essential without a doubt, but you know, there's other ways to exercise without having to go to a fitness center. But it is, you know, like I said, it's all about personal choice. I'm not saying people should or shouldn't do it. I just don't know what the aftermath is going to be. They may be out of business by next month. They may get, you know, throwing the book at them for going against government orders. Yeah, same thing with me, Mike. I saw that last night. I was shocked. I thought it was a joke, you know, and then people were bashing them in the comment section, and they were saying, well, don't come if you don't want to come, you know. I mean, I do think they are handling it fairly well, despite the criticism and harshness, but at the same time, though, you have to be expected to get some criticism from people because they're not technically supposed to be allowed to be open. You know, those of you, before I end, let me ask you guys one more question. Wherever you're located, are there any businesses that you know of that have indeed opened that are considered non-essential? Or is everything that's open right now only essential businesses? Now, different states, different counties obviously do have different statuses as far as the severity of the lockdown, but as a whole, though, I'm wondering if anything else has opened up in other parts. Well, anybody that watches my channel is probably not huge into fitness because I eat a lot of junk food. So, unless they watch vicariously through me, I doubt they're watching, though. So a lot of places are still locked down. Restaurants open, limiting capacity. So here, restaurants that are open are still takeout only. No dine-in service, at least not till June. A whole nother month. So some fitness centers are open, but you have to wear a mask, which would be, I think, hard to work out in. You know, you really do put your body under stress, you know, with running on a treadmill, weightlifting. You know, fresh oxygen is essential to, you know, a healthy body. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to work out having to wear a mask. I know that. But like I said, maybe there's a loophole. Maybe they found a way to consider this essential, despite whatever everything else is being told to everyone, you know. And I gave my thoughts too, like Knoebels. Knoebels was supposed to open, actually, what's today? Today is, they were supposed to open this past weekend. They got pushed ahead till June 1st. That deadline has now been pushed ahead till now the middle of June. But when they open, though, we don't know. Are masks going to be required? Am I going to want to walk around outside at a park wearing a mask? Absolutely not. And I may not even go opening day if that is the case. So, again, it comes down to personal choice. I should be allowed not to wear one if I'm a healthy individual. And people who are worried should just stay home. Simple as that. Doesn't need to be so so over, you know, dramatic about it, you know. But guys, I just wanted to share that with you. Just a quick update here. I didn't plan on going live today, but I was in the area and heard about it on Facebook just like Mike did. So I will try to keep up and follow suit to see what happens, whether good or bad, any repercussions or aftermath that does happen. But if you guys are watching this on the replay, feel free to share your thoughts down below as to what you think about this. Like I said, I'm not here to bash the business. I actually do support them being open, but I just don't know how they're allowed to be open. I'm just questioning the legality of it. But that's not for me to worry about. It's them. But I just wanted to give the update. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to see more videos, tune in tonight, 8 p.m. We'll have a new upload. It won't be a premiere, but you can catch the upload if you want. And tomorrow night, Tuesday, I will be doing a late night live stream after 10 p.m. Eastern time. So you can always tune in and we'll talk about whatever comes to mind. So with that said, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.